Today's story is about a spoiled rich kid who falls in love with his stepsister, and together they secretly get involved in scandalous activities that we'll uncover in this full story. So, hello friends, my name is Ishita, and at the start of the story, we see a girl named Noah, who is moving with her mom to live at her mom's boyfriend William's house. You see, Noah's parents are divorced, and now her mom's boyfriend is very wealthy, and they're about to get married in a few days. But Noah isn't happy about this marriage, and she doesn't want to become the daughter of a rich man either. Her mom, Rafaela, tries to explain to her that they can't keep struggling to improve their lives alone, that they need to move forward in life, and for that, they need good support. She also acknowledges that Noah is upset about leaving her boyfriend Dan behind, but assures her that since she's only 17, she'll make plenty of new friends after moving. When they arrive, William warmly welcomes them, but Noah doesn't talk to her mom's boyfriend politely. Afterward, her mom shows her around the house, which is incredibly beautiful and luxurious, but Noah struggles to accept it all. Then her mom shows her a room that's been decorated beautifully with Noah's favorite things and colors, at William's request, which Noah actually likes. Her mom also tells her about Nick, William's son, who will be her stepbrother. When Noah steps out onto the balcony, she notices a boy behind some trees, but can't see his face clearly. Just then, her best friend Betty calls, and while talking to her, Noah heads to the kitchen. There, she suddenly sees Nick, gets startled, and drops her phone. As she tries to pick it up, Nick's dog comes over, and Noah, scared, hides behind Nick. She grabs a pen and threatens, "If you don't quiet this dog, I'll smash your head with it," Nick calmly warns her. "Don't even think about it, or my dog will attack you." Just then, their parents arrive, and Noah sarcastically says, "Very nice, but I like his dog better," before heading to her room. She then realizes Betty was still on the call and heard everything. Betty asks about her stepbrother, saying her mom mentioned he's sweet, to which Noah replies, "I didn't really look at him properly." Later that night, they all head out for dinner, and Noah comes out wearing a beautiful dress that everyone compliments. On the way, Noah misses her boyfriend. Nick overtakes them in his car, and at the restaurant, Noah starts insulting Nick during conversation, but he takes it lightly. Nick then excuses himself, saying he has some important work, and as he leaves, he teases Noah, "You can't escape me, sister." William asks Nick to drop Noah home and tells him to drive carefully. On the way, Nick drives recklessly, and they start arguing. In the heat of the moment, Noah says something bad about Nick's mom, which angers him. He stops the car, forces Noah out, and leaves her stranded on the road before driving off. After a while, Noah flags down a car driven by a guy named Mario, who offers her a lift. They talk, and Mario mentions he's heading to a party at a villa. During their conversation, Noah learns Mario is Nick's friend, and Mario realizes Noah is Nick's sister. When Mario mentions Nick is at the same party, Noah insists on going there too. At the party, Noah sees girls constantly approaching Nick and kissing him, which makes her think, he told his dad he had important work, and this is what he's doing? Furious, she walks up to Nick, punches him, and yells, "How could you leave me on a deserted road and come here to party? Anything could have happened to me." She adds, "Your dad thinks you're Mr. Perfect. What if he found out about all this?" Nick threatens her, saying, "You won't tell anyone about this, and it's none of your business." When Noah questions why he was flirting with girls, Nick smugly replies, "Girls are just drawn to me," and gets uncomfortably close to her. Noah pushes him away. Nick goes back to his antics, and a girl approaches Noah, introducing herself as Nick's childhood friend. They hit it off and become friends. Meanwhile, Noah notices Nick kissing another girl in a provocative way, seemingly to taunt her. Then, a guy named Ronnie, a gangster, starts talking to Noah and offers her a drink. After one sip, Noah feels strange. Nick intervenes, pushing Ronnie down, but Noah, to annoy Nick, takes another sip. Nick knocks the drink out of her hand, warning her that guys like Ronnie Spike drinks with drugs. As Noah starts feeling dizzy, Nick takes her home. In the car, under the influence, Noah starts saying naughty things about Nick, but he tells her to be quiet. When they reach home, Nick carries her to her room and puts her to bed. He briefly has inappropriate thoughts but controls himself. While Noah sleeps, she dreams of being a young girl, with her mom hiding her as her real dad bangs on the door, yelling and threatening to hurt them. The next morning, Nick is having breakfast when Noah asks him what happened between them the previous night. To mess with her, Nick says, "A lot happened," which worries her. Later, to relax, Noah goes to the beach where she meets a girl named Jenna. Nick arrives with his friends to surf, and while he's changing, Noah watches him, briefly having inappropriate thoughts herself. She learns Nick is participating in a car race that night. That evening, at the race, Nick competes against Ronnie's group in an exciting car race, which Nick wins, as he does every year. Everyone celebrates his victory, but Noah receives a message showing her boyfriend Dan kissing another girl, which infuriates her. To get back at Dan, she starts kissing a random guy at the party and tries to take a photo, but Nick intervenes, chasing the guy away. He checks her phone, realizes why she's doing this, and Noah admits she wanted the photo to make Dan jealous. Seizing the opportunity, Nick offers to kiss her for a photo if she agrees to go home afterward. Noah agrees, and Nick kisses her impressively while she takes the picture. Afterward, he puts her in the car and arranges for his friend to drop her home. Saying this, Nick goes off to flirt with another girl, while Noah, sitting in the car, sends the photo to her boyfriend Dan to make him jealous. She then impulsively slides into the driver's seat and starts the car. At that moment, Ronnie pulls up in his car at the racing line and taunts. "Nick was supposed to race me again, so what are you doing in the racing line?" Noah retorts that she can race too, and the race begins. A fierce competition unfolds between Noah and Ronnie. Nick arrives and is shocked to see Noah racing in his place, which worries him greatly. However, Noah wins the race, and everyone cheers for her. Ronnie, having lost, gets furious and confronts Nick, accusing him of breaking the rules by letting a girl compete. He demands that Nick's team lost, so they owe him money and Nick's car. Noah argues back, but Nick tries to pull her away. Ronnie insults Noah, enraging Nick, who starts beating him up. This sparks a fight between the two groups. Noah, scared, crouches down, and Nick's friend takes her to his car for safety. Nick soon joins them, and they quickly escape. 4 days later, we see a morning scene where Noah is sleeping, and her mom wakes her up, informing her that William, her dad, is hosting a success party that day, and she must attend. She mentions Nick has been missing for 4 days but knows about the party and will likely show up. Meanwhile, we see Nick visiting his younger sister Maggie, who has cancer. We learn that Nick's parents, his dad and his mom, are divorced, and Nick spends time with Maggie, talking and bonding. Back home, Noah and her parents return after the party, but Nick doesn't show up. Later, Noah is watching TV alone when Nick comes home and sits beside her. As they talk, they start kissing and begin to lose control. Nick stops, saying, "This is wrong, we shouldn't do this." Just then, Noah's mom walks in and tells Nick to talk to his dad about missing the party, so he leaves. The next day, Noah is washing her car when she notices Nick watching her. To tease him, she playfully splashes water on herself, and Nick laughs. Suddenly, Noah's mom brings Dan, Noah's boyfriend, to meet her. Since seeing the kissing photos, Noah has hated Dan and doesn't talk to him properly. When Dan tries to kiss her, she turns away. Her mom takes Dan inside. Meanwhile, Nick is swimming in the pool, and Noah goes to talk to him. Nick pulls her into the pool, and their bond starts feeling like a relationship. Whenever they're close, they struggle to control themselves. In the pool, they move to a corner and start kissing. Dan, watching from a distance, is shocked, but Nick's friends distract him. Noah's mom calls Nick, and he leaves. Dan confronts Noah, asking if Nick is the guy from the photo, but she doesn't respond. Later, as Nick is heading somewhere, he runs into Ronnie, who again makes derogatory comments about Noah. Nick gets furious, and the scene shifts to Nick at home, his face bruised, indicating a fight with Ronnie. By the pool, Nick sees Noah sleeping outside and notices a scar on her stomach. As he covers her, Noah wakes up, mistakes him for Dan, and punches him, causing his nose to bleed. She apologizes, explaining she thought it was Dan harassing her. They grow close again, but Dan walks in and sees them. Noah begs Dan not to tell anyone and to leave the next day. The next morning, Noah's mom hands her a letter from Dan, saying he's gone. Later, Noah and Nick go to a fight club with friends, where Nick is set to fight. While talking, they start kissing, struggling to control their feelings, as if addicted to each other. Nick's friends arrive and see them, warning Nick that Noah is his stepsister and he shouldn't do this. Inside the club, Noah tries to stop Nick from fighting, as she hates violence, but he doesn't listen and goes to fight. Nick starts winning, but Noah, unable to watch, steps outside. One of Nick's friends follows her and tries to kiss her. Nick, after winning the fight and prize money, comes outside, sees this, and angrily pushes his friend away, telling Noah not to let anyone get close to her. Furious about the fight, Noah tells Nick their relationship is over and to stop talking to her. They avoid each other for days, but miss each other terribly. One day, Nick's dad tells him that Noah's father, Jonas, who tortured Noah and her mom, is out of jail. Nick thought Jonas was dead, but his dad explains Jonas was imprisoned for years because of Noah's testimony, and might now try to harm them. He asks Nick to keep an eye on Noah. At a party, Noah gets drunk, and Nick, searching for her, calls everyone. Meanwhile, Nick's friend jokingly locks Noah in a closet at the club, terrifying her, as her abusive father used to lock her in closets as a child. Nick finds her, rescues her, and takes her home. Traumatized, Noah asks Nick to stay with her. Though it's hard for him, he stays in her room. The next morning, as Nick is about to leave, his dad walks in, sees them together, and leaves angrily. He had come to tell Nick about Maggie's hospitalization. Nick takes Noah to meet Maggie, and they talk before returning home. On the way back, Nick stops the car, saying they'll be home soon. Both are tense, knowing their dad saw them together. Noah says, "Your dad won't let us be together. This might be our last night." Nick kisses her, and they completely lose control. They go to the beach, spending an intimate, memorable night together. Nick suggests running away, but Noah refuses, not wanting to hurt her mom, who finally has a good life. As they head home, Nick stops at a shop, and Ronnie kidnaps Noah by knocking her out. Nick returns, realizes Noah's gone, and informs his parents. The police check CCTV footage, and Nick identifies Ronnie as the kidnapper. It's revealed that Jonas, Noah's dad, hired Ronnie to kidnap her. Jonas calls Noah's mom, demanding RS1 lac by 4:01 p.m. the next day to release Noah. William prepares the money, and they go to the location with disguised police, but Jonas, watching via a hidden camera, overhears their plan. Nick, in a car with a female officer, recalls that his car, used by Ronnie, has a tracker due to its insurance. The police track it, locating Noah. Jonas, realizing he's been tracked, flees with Noah, who is forced to drive at gunpoint. Nick chases them, and as the cars get close, both Nick and Noah use the handbrake and duck. The female officer shoots Jonas, killing him. Noah's mom reunites with her, overjoyed. In the end, Nick sneaks into Noah's room, and they embrace, no longer trying to control their feelings, fully giving in to their love. Meanwhile, their parents discuss how to end Nick and Noah's relationship. With that, the story concludes. So, friends, I hope you loved this story. If you're new to my channel, please like the video and subscribe.